My first days on this channel were weird, from niche memes to animations to failed introductions. All this was pretty interesting. This channel has a nice history, and if you watch the candidate video you would know that the background of this video you're watching is a blurred part of that candidate video, and the candidate video itself consists of my old videos. They are not available anymore. I say this as a fun fact, you know. I would also like to apologize in advance for my accent and video editing as a whole. This is my first, at least officially, video I made and published on YouTube. Anyways, now that we got this out of the way, let me show you the one and only, the Protagonist Iceberg video. I would like to mention, if that was not obvious, I wrote this book. I could make a video about this later, but now it's time for our first level of the iceberg, level 1. Alex So-Called. Alex is our story's main, as the title says, protagonist. He is now a god of the world, thanks to a grimoire that we will talk about shortly. Alex is depicted as a generally bad dude who abuses his power for personal gain and getting revenge on others. Both the story's description and the text reveal Alex was bullied in school, but this plot point is not expanded upon, rather it changes into a purely evil act that we will talk about in next level of this iceberg in the next video. However, as the story progresses, Alex is revealed to be a sadistic, twisted manipulator that does not comprehend good. His role as the protagonist of the story changes over time, giving this character an interesting form of development. Phalanomicron. This book is what gave Alex the powers he has. The book itself contains spells and is generally a powerful grimoire. Phalanomicron's power is mostly limited to its owner's imagination. If Alex was smarter, he could have used this grimoire to rule over the entire universe. The book also appears to have a conscious mind, helping Alex in many ways, such as by talking to Alex. Phalanomicron's origins are something we will talk about in the next level of the iceberg. It's important for later into the iceberg. New World Order. Just as said previously, Alex is now a king in his own little nation. In fact, Alex rules over Alpines with an iron fist, executing anyone who does not meet his expectations. From the story we can even learn that Alex created a parliament for his state. He ends up executing ministers for the very same reason of not doing a good job, at least according to Alex. It is also implied throughout the entire book that Alex's dictatorship is very unstable and is prone to collapse sooner or later. Glass Dome over Alpines. The readers do not know exactly why Alex decided to trap his country under a glass dome. A collection can be made that Alpines is the capital of his country from before the New World Order. But talking about Alpines, the town of Alpines. It is implied in the book that Alpines is a very large town rather than a small village. This collection is important for later. The Gothic Castle. Alex built a castle for himself, possibly to fuel his self-absorbed mind. The castle itself is magical, as it is once mentioned in the story that it's far larger / inconsistent with its outside size versus its inside size. The east wing of the castle and its 6 chimneys are also important for later. Now comes time for new characters. Logan Sanderson. Introduced in episode 2, Logan appeared to be an extroverted guy, but later into the book he's actually anxious and scared to even look at Alex. Even later he breaks his wall of fear and defends his new friends, which are Emma Hepburn. Also introduced in episode 2, she was a somewhat naive girl that simply didn't know about some of Alex's evil actions. As the story goes on, she goes from naive to silent for most of the time to somewhat relieved of her life as she discovers a new sense of self. Maxwell Douglas. He is a fighter and someone of great care for others, like Logan and Emma. Alex, on the other hand, is a murderer to Maxwell. Several times in the story, Maxwell makes it clear that he hates Alex with all of his heart. Maxwell's character, as the story goes, slowly changes his view on Alex, but not in the way you think. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this part 1. I mostly made it to see if this video format is successful. Like and subscribe, comment down below if you like this type of content, and well, see ya in part 2.